Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyam Deva Bhadram Pashe Makshabhir Yajatra Sthirai Rangai Stuštavansas Tanubhi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starksho Arishtanemi Swastino Brihaspatir Dadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are studying here Prashnopanishad of the Atharva Veda, and the sixth questioner has asked his question. Guru has started replying, and in that lot of misunderstandings have come, and so Shankaracharya as the Guru is clearing those doubts. And the main listener who is confused is the Vainashika Buddha. And why he is confused? Because the Buddhas know that the consciousness playing in our mind, that they call as the consciousness. They do not know one free, independent, without a second, absolute consciousness. They do not know it. And so they feel that the consciousness which is playing in my mind is the consciousness. And that is why all these problems are coming. So that day we read up to this in the commentary. Between Jnana and Jnaya. Because they do not know the Jnana, which is one without a second, and everything else is Jnaya. So because this they do not know, so the confusion comes. So they raise a peculiar question. Geyam Jnana Vatiriktam Natu Jnanam Geya Vatiriktam iti chet. That means Shankar has made them accept that Jnana is separate from Jnana. They say we accept that, but Jnana is not separate from Jnana. You understand? Absolutely ridiculous particular. But the psychology is that their Jnana is the Jnana playing in the mind. And there always it changes like an object. In our thing, objects go on changing. Jnana is same. Now in their case, Jnana means reflected in the mind. So that goes on changing every moment. So they say that Jnana is not separate from Jnana. Jnana also is changing. And another misconception is we know that Jnana. We do not know that Jnana. We are that Jnana. This big difference they do not know. Because the absolute Jnana they are not aware of. They are taking the Jnana playing in the mind. So they feel that I know that. That is the difficulty. So the question though is ridiculous, its psychology is like this. Shankar points out, na shabda matratvad vishesha anupapatte. You got that, please, in the commentary? You got this part? So Shankar says, this is only words. There is nothing separate as what we are telling. This is separate from that, that is not separate from that, are only words. Don't think like that. The two are same or separate. Like this you should think. one is separate, one is non-separate, is nonsensical thinking. So don't think like that. Why they are thinking, I explained, because the jnana is changing like jnana. And they feel that we know that jnana. So they say that jnana is separate from jnana, but jnana is not separate from jnana. Shankar says that this is shabda matratva. These are only words. Vishesha anupapatte hai. No special thing can be found in them. Jnaya jnanayor ekatvam ched abhyugagamete. Tell us, whether in your opinion, jnana and jnaya are abhinna or separate. Don't think this is separate, that is separate. Take both of them together and tell us that jnaya and jnana are ekatva. Do you experience oneness of jnana and jnana? Then how will you know things? Jnayam jnana vyatiriktam jnanam jnaya avyatiriktam na iti tu shabda matram etad. So if you think like that jnana and jnana are same, then this is separate, that is not separate, are only words. He gives an example. Vannir agni vyatirikta, agnir na vanni vyatirikta, iti yadvad abhivagammate. So he said, to me, it is like, in English, what will you say? You have any other name for fire? English translation not there? Huh? Understood or experienced. Those who are English book, I should take one English book for reference.
So Shankar is pointing out that jnana and jnaya both are same.
Huh?
Shankar is pointing that jnana and
No. For fire, we want two words. That's all. No, they have not found. They have put the two English words, Sanskrit words only. Fire in Sanskrit has two different words, Vanni and Agni. So, Vanni is different from Agni, but Agni is not different from Vanni. Like that, meaningless are your words. If Jnana and Jnana are same, then there are two words only. Then within them, how you can say that this is different, but that is not different? Okay. Jnaya vyatirike he to jnana. Take other side. Both are same, then this is meaningless. Take the other side. That jnaya is different from jnana. Then in the all this is analysis of deep sleep, mind you. There we are. So jnaya abhave. There is no object to be known in deep sleep. That does not mean that there is no knowledge. That is all our argumentation. I know, but there was no object to be known. That is deep sleep. Deep sleep I have always described. No? I knew nothing. I knew nothing. So there was no object to be known. But there was no object to be known does not mean there was no knowledge. knowledge was there is proved by the fact that we are having memory. If there was no knowledge, there would be no memory. Right or wrong, if we have not experienced something, there is no memory. So, after waking up by our memory, we are telling that we knew nothing and I slept happily. All this would not have been there at all. A man who has woken up from sleep, you ask him, he would keep mum. He would not reply. If there was no knowledge in deep sleep. Okay? So, object was not there does not mean knowledge was not there.
Yeah, knowledge means subject.
Huh?
Knowledge means subject. The who experiencer of
Knowledge means subject. Subject.
like I.
No. Knowledge means knowledge. Chetan, Chit, Sarup. Okay? That is what Shankar is continuously telling. That there is an real knowledge. These are all reflected knowledges. And in deep sleep, only the real knowledge is reflected. But if it is particularized, it is not deep sleep. Subject you are telling, but subject is always color. I am a Brahmin, I am a Kshatriya, I am a man, I am a woman. With this you cannot go to deep sleep. All distinctions are vanished. But I is there. Okay? Huh. So how can you call it subject? Huh? Suppose you call it subject, but there is no object to be known. Still it stands the same thing. Huh? Now, that is the point of argument now. Next. Neya bhave adarshanat abhavo jnanasyati chet. If there is no object to be known, we do not see there is knowledge. Our conception of knowledge is subject-object knowledge, Buddhist conception. So if there is no object to be known, we do not feel that there is knowledge. No. Say this is thinking is wrong. Sushupte jnapti abhyapagamat. That word has come, peculiar word, jnapti. Jnapti is knowledge. We have seen that. Drishti, Drishi, Jnapti, Chit Shakti, Chit Kala, Samvitti. They are the words of Chaitanya, undivided into subject and object. So that is there. Abhyupagamat. Jnapti is known or understood in deep sleep. Okay, now you clear? Vainashikar abhyupagamate hi sushupte api jnanastitvam. So Vainashikas also accept that there is knowledge in deep sleep.
Who are Vainashika?
Huh?
Who are Vainashika? Why?
Vainashikas are both those who hold that everything goes to destruction. Concentrating on Parlaya, they say there is nothing. That is Vainashika. So they also know that the element of knowledge is there. Now, how they take that jnana? They are telling that if object is not there, knowledge is not known. He says, no, knowledge is there. You also accept that. But in what way they accept? Jnana which knows itself. That is how they take it. There may not be any object to be known. But jnana to exist must be known. So who knows that? The jnana knows itself. How can jnana know itself unless it is divided into a subject and an object? Okay? So they say, tatrapi, there also, geyatam abhipe gammete jnanasya. Jnanasya geyatam is known, svenaiva iti chet. Svenaiva, by itself. No, see, Shankar's argument, no, bhedasya siddhatvat. Up till now I have told you that Nyaya and Jnaya are different. And that is the argument. Jnana knows itself. Means Jnana becomes Jnaya. But up till now we have shown that Jnana and Jnaya are two different categories. Subject and object to take there. So that is the argument up till now. Connect with the previous one. This is different, that is different. Vedasya siddhatvad. Siddhami, now here show us the subject and the object in deep sleep. Abhava vidne vishayasya. Vishay, what is Vishay? Abhav, absence, to be known. In Vedanta, there is an anupalabdhi praman. That is, you bring the pencil from table, you come back and say there is no pencil on the table. How did you know that?
There is no
It is not pratyaksha. If there is no pencil, how pratyaksha can apply? It is not anuman. You have not argued something upon something. Because there was no pencil, you knew the abhav of the pencil by not having that pencil there. That is called anupalabdhi. This is only Mimamsa and Vedanta, they know this praman.
will not accept it.
All other confused, they try to put it as anuman. But there is nothing, no smoke to show us fire. The thing is not there. They say, if it had been there, we would have seen, that is a circuitous argument, it is not there. Okay? So that he is showing here, that abhava, absence is a thing to be known, realized. Vidya means directly to be known. In this case, directly to be known, abhav. Abhav is to be directly known. Jnanasya. That jnan in deep sleep has an object, and that object is abhav, which is to be known. Clear? Clear. It should be clear cut. Abhava jnaya vatirekat, and other than that abhava which is to be known, there is jnana. Jnana knows jnaya. Jnaya is abhav as an object, and jnana is there to know that object. Clear? Jnanasya abhava jnaya vatireka jnaya jnanayo anyatam. So there also same split is there. It's a universal split. In deep sleep, we see nothing because nothing is to be known there. Nothing is the object to be known. So the difference is there. Nai tat siddham mrutam iva ujjivayitum punar anyatha kartum shakyate vainashika shatairapi. It has been shown again and again, Shankar says. So, like waking up a dead man, you are bringing that up again. Hundreds of Vainashikas cannot do that. Vainashikas are very expert in logic, but here they are bungled. So he said that you cannot bring like a dead man. Jnanasya jnayatvam eva iti Tadapi annena iti tatpakshe atiprasanga iti chet. Still, jnana for them is subject.
Will they accept that the subject is nothing can also be a subject?
Huh?
The nothing is a subject for us. Will they accept that nothing can also be a subject and or
Nothing is an object. How nothing can...
sorry, object. Will they accept that?
Huh? I knew nothing.
Then nothing is an object. Why not it accept that?
Object means abhava, but it is can be known by anupalabdhi. Object like direct it is not known. By anuman it is not known. But abhav is known by the anupalabdhi. Understood now? Now, now in their mind, that jnana still in their mind, jnana is something to be known. So jnana is an object. Now to know that, we require another jnana. If jnana is made an object, then we require another knowledge to know it. Then that jnana also is an object. Then we require another jnana to know it. Okay? So they get involved in an unending logic. Tadapi annena iti tat paksha ati prasanga iti chet. He is challenging the Vedanti that in your idea it is going illogical. Shankar said no.
Why it is going illogical?
Are infinite regress. It is called infinite regress. Shankar says, no, our thinking is like this. Take entire universe. And it can be divided into two categories, Jnaya and Jnana. And Jnana will always be Jnana, Jnaya will always be known. Our real nature cannot be known as an object. That is the continuous argument. Our real nature, we will be our real nature. On our real nature, we have superimposed hundreds of things that can be removed, and we are what we are. That is the language. God, you know yourself. Understood? So, tad vibhaga upapatte sarvasya. He has added the word sarvasya. Take the entire universe, and this division is clear. Yada hi sarvam geyam kasya chit. So everything in the world is to be known by somebody. Tada tad vyatiritam jnanam. So other than Jagat is a shadow. There is somebody who knows it is shadow. And that somebody always is different from known and different from unknown. Upanishad was already quoted. Chit Swarup and Abhas. Jnanam eva iti dvitiyo vibhaga eva vipagamyate. So, two categories. Jnaya, Jnana. Jnaya, entire world. Jnana, Brahman. Who is telling this? Avainashikena. Avainashikena means all the schools of philosophy except Vainashik. They understand that categories are only two. Either you are the knower or you are the known. Hmm? There is no third category. Tritiya, na tritiya tad vishaya iti anavastha anupapatti. So you say the infinite regress, that is not applicable. That requires another. No, either they are known or they are knower. And everybody other than you accept that. So in our side, there is no infinite regress. Rather in your side it is coming. Now another argument. Jnanasya svenaiva avidneyatve sarvajnatva haniriti chet. You say that Brahman is sarvajna. If he does not know himself, then he is not sarvajna. This is again language. I will tell another example. There is nothing impossible for God. Can God destroy himself? No. So that is impossible for God. Understood? So these are only logic without experience. Words only. No corresponding experience. Fallacious logic. So he says, Sopi doshas tasaivastu. That fault is coming in that Vainashika thinking only, not in our thinking. Kim tad nivarhanena asmakam. He said, what are we to do with it? Nivarhanena means you have to remove this peculiar fallacy. So that is, we are not concerned with that fallacy. Anavastha doshascha jnanasya gayatva vipagamat. All this anavastha is coming because you are making jnana as an object of knowledge. Avashyam cha vainashikanam jnanam gayam. And for vainashikas, jnana is near. Swatmana cha avidneyastvena anavastha anivarya. For them, he is putting their argument on themselves. For them, jnana is not known by itself. So they require another knowledge, and anavastha is coming. Samana eva ayam dosha iti chet. That means you also have that fault. No. Jnanasya ekatva upapatte. Here comes the Vedanta. Jnana is one without a second. My jnana, your jnana is not jnana. That is the reflected knowledge. Jnana divided into subject and object. Our real knowledge is one without a second. That is jnanasya ekatva. There my knowledge, your knowledge also does not stand. And we cannot put an argument for that, but we can show an example. Sarva desha kala purusha purushadi avastham ekameva jnanam. In all countries, at all times, purusha means person. All purushas, there is only one knowledge. In all these avasthas, all these conditions, there is only one knowledge. Nama rupadi aneka upadi vedat. That one appears, one knowledge appears as many. Because from the names and forms which are only the adventitious adjuncts, not its nature. Example, Savitradi jaladi pratibimbavat anekadha avavasati. One sun, many pots full of water, many reflections, and those reflections become knowers. So they are apparent knowers.
Can you once again say if there are multiple jnanas,
Multiple jhanas are reflections, like the sun's reflection in different waters.
no. So according to Sankhya, like if we assume that
Sankhya he will take up next.
Okay.
Presently, Vainashikas are going on. He will take Sankhya next. He will not leave anybody. Because the wrong conceptions have to be removed. Na, so dosha. Huh? So there is no mistake there. The fun is that the reflection of consciousness behave like consciousness. I told you that that was a great puzzling point for me for many years. We are reflections, we are reflections. How we behave like consciousness? Because reflection is nothing. But then it struck me, a candle, lighted candle, and a mirror. So candle is reflected as standing there. Candle, mirror, then candle reflection is here. We catch that, nothing is there. We try to catch that reflection, there is nothing there.
Image.
Image means nothing, but the light is there.
And that image also behaves like original light.
So physical light is there, consciousness is the source of that physical light. Okay? So, that is Jaladi Pratibimbavat. Ekai anekadha avasate. It is one, it appears as many. That is our problem. Advaita says, one appears as something. And once you accept this appearance, all problems are solved. Reality and appearance. Now, he brings another point, like Sankhya's. He says, what is in the mantra? In this inner body is consciousness, that Purusha. So isn't it a limited, like putting fruits in a pot? Limited for each person separate. That is the Sankhya point. Nanu Shruter, you see what the Shruti has told. Ihaiva antas sharire parichinna kunda badaravat. That is a patent example Shankar gives. When we say God is within, it is not like a pot is there and God is kept there like a fruit. Maximum people feel like this or not?
Yes.
Somewhere here God is sitting.
In heart, God is inside.
But God is all pervading, we already told. Not that God is not here or here or here. It is only Upalabdhi Sthan. We experience God there. That's all. Now the argument. Swami has given this argument. No, pranadi kala karanatvat. Anta sharire soumya esmineta shodasha kala prabhavanti. So how this limited, individualized self can create all this world? The argument is, science sometimes says, consciousness is a reaction of the combination called the body. But who made that combination? They'll say natural, automatic. That means illogical. No logic. So Swamiji says, if some power or something has made that combination, then same power is in that combination. Half you are splitting. That consciousness is a reaction or the combination. But who has made that combination, you do not know. So is it not easier logically to imagine that the person or something, energy, force, consciousness, which made the combination is itself shining through the combination? Huh? So, na pranadi kala karanatvat. Your argument is wrong because Shruti you are pointing out, and in the same mantra, eva anta sharire somya sapurusho yasmin eta shodasha kala pravanti. You ask for the Purusha who has shodasha kalas. And the Guru told he has shodasha kalas means from him shodasha kalas have come out. Here inside the body is that Purusha from whom shodasha kalas have come out. Now, shodasha kalas are throughout the world. So from that limited being shodasha kalas will come out. Nai sharira matra parichannasya prana shraddadinam kalanam karanatvam pratipattum shaknuyat. So two kala dimensions, pran and shraddha, out of 16. So pran, shraddha, etc. These kalas how not come from that limited being? Pratipattum shaknuyat. It is not possible to know that limited being to be the cause of the universe. Nai purusha karyanam kalanam, that argument, huh? Kalanam karya sat shariram karana karanam swasya. Understood? He is not the cause of himself. Purusha causes the kalas. And in one of the kalas, the Purusha stays. It is illogical. Swasya Purusham Kunda Badarameva Abhyantari Kuryat. So, Abhyantari Kuryat. That means the Purusha creates a kala. And from kala, the body comes. And Purusha pushes himself inside that body.
Part of Purusha. Part of Purusha pushes himself inside the body.
Part of the kala is the body, Shodasha kalas. So one of the kalas is body. And the Purusha creates that body and then pushes himself inside that body. This is impossible. No, he will show that possibility through example. False. Bija vrukshadivat syaditi chet. From a seed, tree is born. And from that tree which is born from a seed, so many seeds are born. But this seed is different, those seeds are different. Yatha bija karyam ruksha tat karyam cha phalam swakarana karanam bijam abhyantari karoti amradi. So, mango seed, its cause is tree. And tree effect is fruit. And from fruit, bija, there is a bij. So this bij has caused the cause of the cause. Okay? Abhyantari karoti. And it has put in that mango. Seed has put itself in that mango. Shariram swakarana karanam apiti chet. So that though it is the cause of body, it can put it itself in the body. No. Anyatva, anyatvat, savayavatvacha. He says that seed is different. And both these seeds are with parts. Our cause, original cause has no parts. Hmm? So that is the big. So all this is appearance again. Yeah? Because that is not have parts. So all the parts are means appearance. So from the same mantra, Shankar by logic has proved that this produces 16 kalas means 16 kalas are appearance. And he has produced means he is not the inside limited being. Then what it is? It is a place of realization that will come. Anyatvat, savayatvat, two reasons. That seed is different, and because the whole thing has parts, so your example. Drishtante karana bijat vrukshaphala samrutani anyani eva bijani. So in your drishtanta, the seed limited without the fruit of the tree, it produces some other bijas. In the Darshtantika, same beings are not separate. And that same being goes there. It is different. Dashtantike tu swakarana karanabhuta sa eva purusha sharira abhyantarikrita shruyate. That very being, not a different being.
This is the this is explanation for anya. Anya, the first line says anya.
Anya?
First line, anyatvat, savayatvat.
Anyatvat.
So this is
That means that seed is different.
So this is that explanation.
And in this, same being is being talked. Bija vrukshadinam savayatvat. Second argument, that they are both with parts. Syad adhara adhyayatvam. There this adhara adhyayatva will do. That means inside this and inside this. Niravayachya purusha. But purusha being infinite has no parts. Savayavasya kala shariramcha. And those parts which are coming out, they are all with parts. They are finite. They are with parts. Etena akashasyapi sharira adharatvam anupapannam kimuta akasha karanasya purushasya. Even akasha is not inside the body. Take example of a jar. Akasha in the jar. You move the jar, Akasha has gone away. So Akasha is never in the jar. So Akasha in the body itself is meaningless. What to speak of Brahman, which is the cause of Akasha? Okay. Kim drishtantena vachanat sadhiti. He says, you are showing by example, but Shruti is telling inside, and Shruti is telling it has produced. Now, how to read the Shruti? Na vachanasya akarakatvat. Shruti does not make anything. Shruti tells us what is the real nature. It does not create or make anything. Nai vachanam vasuna anyatha karane vyapriyate. The Vedas are not engaged in changing something into changing. Kim tari? What then? Yatha bhutartha vidyotane. What is actual reality? To express that, to make you know that is Shruti. Tasmad anta sharire iti etad vachanam andasyantarvyoma iti vacha drashtavyam. We told na Akasha in the body. He says, we say egg. There is space in the egg. Or is space in the egg? Space is space. You made an egg, so space appears in the egg. Space has no division. Space has no parts. So space itself does not have parts. What about Brahman? Now he says the real reason. So all this is cancelled now, up till now, non-arguments. Now he tells the meaning of the language. Upalabdhi nimittatvacha. That's all.
Shruti.
Nimitta. That means there is the instrument or means or whatever of your experience. That's Anta Sharire is used. He asked, now, where is that Purusha? So you don't have to go to forest to search it. You don't have to go to caves to search it. It is within you. So that place of search was shown. Not that he lives there only. Thakur, simple example you take. A king, where is he? Throughout his kingdom. But if you have to meet him, you have to go to his parlor, where he sits.
How is throughout the kingdom? How is throughout the kingdom, king?
He can be anywhere. It is his kingdom. So he roams throughout his kingdom. But there he will not give you appointment. If you seek an appointment, he will say, come to my office. So, darshana, shravana, manana, vijnanadi, lingai. He. Understood? I see. Huh? Where I am sitting to see in my heart.
Seeing in your heart means seeing a fruit in the basket type. Seeing in your heart means seeing a fruit in basket type.
You try to experience. Huh? You are seeing this bulb outside. Have you come outside to see it? Where you are when you are seeing the bulb? Not in Indriyas, not in the mind. You are in your own place. And your own place is your heart. I will show you one gesture, an example. Will you do this thing? You said, yes, I will do. And when it does not happen, oh, so brain is here, you are not there. Huh? So darshana happens from there, shravana happens from there, manana happens from there, vijnana, experience happens from there. Adi lingai. Huh? By these signs we understand that he is inside. By these signs we understand anta sharire parichinna ivahi upalabhyate purusha. So in the inner body, as if limited, the purusha is seen, available, experienced. Purusha upalabhyate, parichinna ivahi upalabhyate purusha upalabhyate cha ata uchyate anta sharire sumesa purusha. So here his experience, so is called, it is there. न पुनर् आकाश कारण सन कुंड बदरवत शरीर परिच्छिन्न इति मनसापि इच्छति वस्तु मूढ़ोपि किमुत प्रमाणभूत श्रुति. That same thing, that He is the cause of the Akasha. And he will be inside a pot like a fruit. He say, even a foolish man will not think like this. And this Pramanabhuta Shruti will never say like this. So the conclusion is, now bring to our life all these arguments nonsensical. Where we have to experience was the original question. And unless we enter our heart, we cannot experience. That is the meaning. Where we live throughout the world. Where we live throughout our body. We live in our indriyas, we live in our mind. We have to withdraw ourselves from all this and go to our heart, which is the seat, our real seat. And then you will experience God. That is the meaning. That is the implication. If you are roaming throughout the world, you cannot experience God.
Going to somewhere.
Huh?
For example, I want to go to Mat. I'll go like this. What do you mean by going to heart?
Going to heart means, I just now told, reject going to Mat. Reject your body. Reject your indriyas. Reject your mind. Then where will you be? That is going inside. Shankara has explained that going inside is not going. Going inside means refusing to go outside. Understood? So, that is the meaning. Any Vedantic sadhana, you don't have to do anything. You have to stop all you're doing. Now we'll touch the second mantra also, because there also one particular point is misunderstood, mistranslated. Sa ikshan chakre
Sa ikshan chakre
kasmin aham utkranto bhavishyami
kasmin aham utkranto bhavishyami
kasmin va pratishthasyami iti.
kasmin va pratisthasya iti.
Now he has to create, na? Yasmin yata shodasha kala prabhavanti. He is creating. So now he is translated, he thought or he willed. That is wrong translation. Iksham darshanam krutavanta, Shankara clearly tells. That means Ikshan Chakra should be translated as he saw. Not he thought or he willed. He saw in his own consciousness. Where will he see? And in his consciousness, he brought back to memory. This is cyclical, no? He had already created last time also. So the first point, now let us put the word think, when you know that he saw. He saw, I should create an element. If he is there, I stay. If he is not there, I will not stay. Like that. He first created prana. So prana is being described like this. If there is no life in the body, the consciousness is not there. If prana goes away, he does not stay. So thinking like this or knowing like this, he created prana. Huh? So here, Ikshan Chakra is main. Huh? Now from this Ikshan Chakra, Shankar has derived or Vyasadeva has derived another thing. He is consciousness. That's all. So the Sankhya's pradhana has not created anything. Because it has no consciousness.
Purusha is not conscious. Purusha is not conscious.
Sankhya say Purusha and Prakriti. And Purusha does not do anything. Creation is by Prakriti. So the original form Prakriti they call Pradhan. Pradhan they call because king's functions are done by the Prime Minister. But is Pradhan conscious? They say no. So this statement first means that Sankhyas are wrong. He saw means he has consciousness. And that who has consciousness creates, not Pradhana.
With the help of Pradhana.
Huh?
With the help of Pradhana, that consciousness creates. With the help of Pradhana, that consciousness creates. Oh.
That we will see differently. He may take help of thousands of things, but he creates. Huh? So Shankar is introducing this mantra. ठीक है, पहला मंत्र का क्लियर हो गया ना सब, नॉनसेंसिकल आर्गुमेंट से, पर इसलिए लाए जाते हैं कि ये सब हमारे कच्चे मन के फीलिंग्स हैं. Unless we have reached the truth, these are all fallacious thinkings of our weak mind. And so logic has to be done to clear it out. And nowhere Shankar has made his own logic. Their own logic he has shown. In Swamiji's language, the logical conclusion of every system will be Vedanta. Logical conclusion. Their own logic, you push and push and push, you will reach Vedanta. So don't apply logic half-heartedly. Same thing we saw in Gaudapada's Karika. We will deal that with. Yeah. So yasmin eta shodasha kala prabhavanti iti uktam. We are told that from this shodasha kalas are made. Purusha visheshanartham kalanam prabha. So it is the describing the special characteristics of the Purusha. That was the purpose. We want Purusha, we don't want Kalas. Do you know that Shodashakala Purusha? Where does Shodashakala Purusha live? So we are interested in that Purusha. And for that, these are the qualities to search him. Such a anarthopi shruta kena kramena syaditi. So it is for the sake of Purusha, Anartha, not for them. But even then, in what order they were produced. Kena kramena syaditi ata idamuchyate chetana purvika cha srishtir iti evam artham cha. Two things. That in what order it is created and that everything starts from Chetan. How do you know? Sa Purusha Shodashakala Prushto Yo Bharadvajena Ikshan Chakre Ikshanam Darshanam Chakre Krutavan Ityartha. So Ikshanam means Darshanam. That means consciousness. A table does not see. People say God is power. What type of power? Like electricity. Electricity will do anything unless I made it to do something. So when you think of God, don't think of power first. When you think of God, think of consciousness. even thinking greatness of a man, we think what he did special. See his life, see his consciousness. I will tell one story and stop. Christ in his life, hundreds of what we call miracles were happening. The opponents asked their disciples, his disciples, what have you seen? What have you seen? So they approached Jesus and said, Master, show us something. He said, no sign shall be shown. Ye men of little faith, do you not see me? Understood?
Do you not see me?
See me, my life, my consciousness, not that miracles which I do. And if you ask for a miracle, I will never show it. This is happening by compassion. He says somebody is sick and he said, be all right. Show us miracles, no sign shall be shown. Ye men of little faith, don't you see me? Understood? So, then next comes power. And that prana is discussing now within himself. Okay. So, first mantra, we have completed. Second mantra, two ideas are to be told. What is the order of creation? And the main point is that consciousness is at the mool of everything. Om Bhadram Karni Vishnuyam Deva Bhadram Pashe Makshabhir Yajatra Stirai Rangai Stuštavansas Tanubhi Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starksho Arishtanemi Swastino Brahaspatir Dadatu Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.